Hello everyone and welcome to my thoughts on Fortnite Galactic Battle. Kind of weird season, another community splitter, had a lot of things going on with it. Well, let's dive right on into what made this kind of like a community splitter and kind of my thoughts on all the different things that happened in this season. Fortnite Mobile. Well, for this segment, I was going to initially play a match of Fortnite Mobile because, it's the Fortnite Mobile segment, but it's 15 gigs and they need to lower the gigabyte amount on my phone because I only have 64 and it's a bum. But I'm happy it came back to iOS and this and that and whatever, but like, why did it take 4 years and why did Apple take way too many days to approve it when they put in the application earlier this month? Because it's Apple. Who knows? Great that it's back. Happy that more people can play it again, but lower the gigabyte amount, Epic. Darth Vader AI.
The Death Star looms at bay, a testament to the Empire's might.
I will say the Fortnite community overreacted a little bit when the Darth Vader AI released. Like, James Earl Jones signed off on this type of stuff. Anyways, though, the AI was one of the funniest things Fortnite has ever done. Like, asking Vader how Palpatine returned while wearing a Poe Dameron skin and asking him about Skibbity Toilet, and Vader saying some not-so-kind words when he released. And he also did call Captain Rex a mere clone trooper. Like, Vader, that was your boy. Like, I know that was when you were Anakin, but still, my opinion, the Vader AI was fun. I understand the complaints from the community, but, like, come on now. You signed off on it. It was a fun addition, but I get people's complaints on the idea that this could lead to more AI stuff moving forward, which we kind of don't need. So, yeah, it's good, but it also has its downsides, and I understand why it had its downsides and its upsides, but Epic, please just don't do a whole lot of AI stuff moving forward. Like, maybe something like this every couple seasons is fun, but like, you do this every season or you start doing AI skins and this and that and the other with AI, like, people are not going to like your game after that point. And Vader AI was fun, but its precedent is scary. Battle Pass. Grievous was the only good thing in this Battle Pass skin-wise, and you can't tell me otherwise, because I know Palpatine is cool and all, but when are you ever going to use him in a match? Like, his robe gets in the way and all this. And the bum cuddle bear Chewbacca, I don't even remember her name. It's only here because if they put it in the shop, it would have made zero money. And like a Sith Jedi Eevee skin, that's cool, but then again, why is this here? There's so many other characters they could have went with. Like maybe Clone Wars Ahsoka or something like that. I know we already have a Battle Pass Ahsoka, but still, any other character would have been nice. And Poe's another like good skin. He's a decent skin. I'm sure he would have got shop sales. Like, even if you still put Poe in the past, like Qui-Gon, like bro, Qui-Gon would have been a great skin for the Battle Pass. Or the shop, whatever. This pass was a bum. And it's like, a lot of it was mid. The emotes were good, and some of the gliders were good. And most of the Grievous cosmetics were the greatest stuff that was in this pass. It's like this pass just kind of objectively sucked when you look at it. The POIs. I tell you, these epic devs were scared, man. Because why were all the POIs at the edge of the map? I know it's because, guess what? Death Star's just going to smack a POI. So this way, they don't have to do anything with the middle of the map, but they're bums. Because why wasn't there at least one POI in the middle of the map? Vader's Palace. Anyways, Vader's Samurai Solitude was just Shogun Palace with the TIE Fighter and Imperial logos and the Darth Vader boss, but, like, couldn't you have not made the POI a little more, like, Star Wars-y? Come on, Star Wars season, make it a little more Star Wars-y, like... Outpost Enclave. Outpost Enclave, they just threw sand down, put Mos Eisley's Cantina, put a sand crawl there, called it a day. Like, yeah, it's one of the better POIs, and it's simple, but, like, more sand, like, Tatooine here. Like, can we got more sand across that edge of the map? Would have made it better. Wouldn't have made it where it's just one plot of sand. Spread the sand out, Epic. You could have done that too. Resistance base. Alright. The resistance base, we gotta get one thing clear here. They should have let us go inside the Falcon. Like, why not? That or just let us fly it. Like, come on here. Just let us go inside the Falcon. Put some loot there. You know, you already have the interior because you just gotta copy and paste it from the movies. Come on. And, like, the POI itself could have just been the Yavin 4 Rebel Base. Like, why does it have to be Resistance Base? The Yavin 4 Rebel Base. Come on. In the movies, it's even in Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, so you know how to copy and paste it from that. Epic. Why the Resistance base? How much did Epic pay you to put in 2 POIs from their fanfiction and not from the good parts of Star Wars? First Order base. Alright, the last POI I get to talk about. First Order base. It was a good POI for what it was, and you know, it was the only POI for the boss finale. Could have been an Empire base, but like the First Order base was a good choice, especially if they would have went with a Rebel base instead of a Resistance base. The Passman Medallion there was cool, especially because it tied it in with the loophole and it being blaster meta. But like, these POIs, man, they were not the greatest. Like 6.5 out of 10 overall for the POIs. They could have had so much more potential, and it just fell flat because it's Epic Games and they don't know how to do this stuff. I've heard we're getting a Simpsons collab for the other mini season this chapter. I hope their POIs is better than this, man. Like, bro, what were these POIs? Loot pool. I'm gonna be fair here. The blaster meta was kind of hated, but to me it was an alright meta. Because I'd use the DLT-19 blaster rifle, whatever it's called. These blaster names are absurd. But I'd use the DLT-19, the Jawa Scatter Blaster, because it was the only good kind of like shotgun. Like the first two at the beginning of the season, those dealt tickle damage. Those dealt Black Panther damage in Marvel Rivals. The most tickling damage you've ever seen in your lifetime, bro. And then the Jawa Scatter Blaster actually did damage. Shotguns are not good this season. You know, I like the return of the lightsabers, Chapter 4 style with the Force abilities, and the addition of Force Lightning along with the return of Rock Throw, Force Pull, and Force Push, and technically Force Bro with the Vader boss. I think we could have gotten more lightsaber abilities. Like, it was a missed opportunity to use, like, have some sort of Force stun, or like a Force choke. Like, imagine just using the Force ability, just grabbing somebody, and it's like just dealing them like just chucking them in the air and just dealing them a certain amount of damage. Would have been great, but I'm not Epic, so who knows? This blaster pistol thing makes me feel like a Mandalorian. Oh wait, makes me feel like Jango Fett. Oh no. Gameplay. The gameplay was not that fun this season, mainly because in my lobbies, there was these sweats who were like, I have 1,000 crown wins. Bro, like, you are sweating in pubs. Go play ranked. And ooh, even if I play ranked, I was in gold rank a couple days ago. Remember, this is the end of the season right now. We are in June. There are sweats in gold lobbies who are probably on Smurf accounts. Either get a job or go to a higher rank. And then, the players who were not sweats had a million different ways to escape fights. So it's either you fight the sweats or you didn't get a fight at all. What is this game, bro? What is this game? Star Destroyer. Ah, the thing that almost stopped me from making this video. The Star Destroyer. And for reference to how it almost stopped me from making this video, I wanted to get one clip of me using the Star Destroyer. Had it play like 10 different games. And I got it where it was 200 meters away, and I just used a rift to go to finally get to it. Because every match, it was like 1,000 meters away. But like, other than that rant, it was a good thing. It was good that they did something different, especially for one of the final updates this season. And it's like, but just, like after the first day, everybody knew to kind of like get out of its path. And like, I kind of like the fact that it's out of ranked now, because they took it out of ranked like a few days after. But kind of like with Wrecked here, it's kind of starting to set the precedence, or maybe they're listening to the sweats too much. Getting back on the Star Destroyer. Underwhelming after the first few days, but it was a great addition. I need to stop getting off tangents. That probably is going to happen again, because I'm very, very annoyed at the sweats in this game. Flying vehicles. Alright, the flying vehicles. You know, talking about the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter. These things are not balanced at all, though. 1 second you're alive, 1 second you're dead if you're on the ground fighting one of these things. When you're fighting them, X-Wing TIE Fighter, they're one of the greatest things. I love the fact that they have music playing depending on which one. Like, you have a more, like, I think you've got the base Star Wars theme if you're in an X-Wing, then you have the Imperial theme if you're in the TIE Fighter. Great addition to that. Great little quality of life thing right there, like the music, but like, fun to fly. But if you're only gonna find one of these things, oh, you better run, bro. You better run for your life. They were not balanced. That's why I kind of don't like them. They weren't balanced. But I love the couple times I got into dogfights because it was unbalanced. Because I was in a TIE fighter and I could just maneuver around the X-Wing because it had small hitbox. Because I was always out into X-Wings for some reason. Never in another TIE fighter. It was like the 4 X-Wings that were on the map always trying to kill me. I killed every single one of them. All 3 times that they had their lives. Good bones. TIE fighter over X-Wing all day, boy. Yeah. Missed opportunities. This season had some great opportunities that Epic straight up whiffed on, bro. Think about it. Like, El Royale return with TIE fighters and X-Wings would have been the greatest thing ever. And think about a lightsaber only mode. We could have had 100 people running around with just a lightsaber and heals. Would have been cooking, bro. Think about it. Getting into a fight with 15 different people only with the laser swords. Epic, you whiffed on these opportunities, man. Why are you allergic to fun? Disney said you couldn't do that. Like, bro, stop being allergic to fun and give us some fun LTMs that are season themed. Do like a, I don't know what you could do for the Parent Simpsons season that was leaked. I don't think that really has an LTM. Oh, well, you missed your opportunity. Well, those are my thoughts on Fortnite Galactic Battle. If you don't like them, well, it's an opinion, and opinions are good. Just don't blame people because of it and get off Twitter. That's probably the reason you hate everyone's opinion, because you're on Twitter. Well, also, subscribe, and that's it. Video's over, you bums!